Pass to Sadler, who had the first down and almost gave it back. Bootman hit the shot on him, but it is a first down for the Panthers. Keep in mind that Cameron Sadler is not real big.
Yeah, he's their speed guy, and he gets across on the shallow cross. Cincinnati does a nice job hitting him.
Graham will get close to midfield, maybe a yard short.
The Maine defense, when they get their hands on Graham, they need to wrap him up. He gets hit, and he keeps falling forward. He doesn't stop moving his legs. Once they grab him, they need to call the cavalry and start laying hits on him to wear him down. Because right now, I feel like he's starting to get going a little bit.
About 18 seconds off the play clock on that play, and that's what they're shooting for, I think, Christian. 15 to 18 seconds.
Yeah, they're moving it up a little bit. They started sluggish last week, and then once the offense really opened up, once Ray Graham started going.
And we have a player down for the Black Bears. I think that's Alston, isn't it? Doug Alston out of East Orange, New Jersey. And he'll be tended to by the training crew. And let's talk about some pressure being applied by Maine. It didn't see much early, but it's been better of late.
Great job by Maine getting after Cincinnati, sacking him a couple times in the first quarter. Akey, the young former quarterback, getting in on the play. Defense is going to help them out in this game. You got to throw them off their rhythm. You got to show them that you're here to play also, not just let them push you around. Defensive coordinator and linebackers coach Joe Rossi said they're going to be aggressive also.
Has to be happy to be back because he's from Pittsburgh. Went to Central Catholic High School. Great catch and interference on the play.
That's going to be offensive pass interference by Shanahan. The cornerback had great position on this play.
Offense. Number 87. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Well, McMillan and Shanahan having a conversation as they head back toward the line of scrimmage, but there wasn't much question about that one.
No, Cincinnati threw this ball up in the air. You can see Shanahan trying to give himself some space to catch the ball. But there was no place. There was great coverage. Just held it up there too long. I'm not going to be mad at him for his effort.
Well, he was working against Kendall James.
Now that's another mismatch. Shanahan, 6'5", 225. Maybe they thought they'd do what Maine did, like they did with Buttles, throw it up there and have a guy make a play.
It is 1st and 25, actually. The football is all the way back at the 36. Sunseri on the run, and just runs out of bounds. There's no place to go.
Here come the boos.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy. You know, so much of the buildup to this season was talk about the high-octane offense. And at times it's been high-octane, but at times not.
And Todd Graham has had success anywhere he's gone, whether it be at Rice or at Tulsa. When he was at Tulsa, he led the nation in offense twice in 07 and 08.
A little bit of a delay to Graham. Spins at the 40. Fights his way across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pretty good effort by Graham.
He made about 3 Xbox old school techno bowl moves right here. Look at him jiving and moving. Makes about 3 people miss right there. Another guy miss. If you get him going, he's going to get you a lot of yards.
Alston and Givens were the players that missed the tackles that time, but it's still 3rd and very long yardage. Sunseri steps up in the pocket. He dives, the ball comes loose. So that hit the ground, no fumble. It's going to be short of the first down.
And they're going to go for it. This is 4 down territory for them. A coverage sack. There's nothing. Maine's not going to take any chances and let them catch a pass and be wide open. So they're going to play zone.
It is 4th down and 5.
I mean, this is a big play for Pitt.
And there's still some time left. 2:30 to play in the half.
Do not want to give Maine the ball right now. They get a lot of momentum on defense, and their offense is starting to click.
Down the middle, the catch is made. Big first down on 4th down. Now, once again, a guy that's so valuable to them, Huey Graham. a tight end slash H-back. And that was a nifty throw that time by the quarterback.
Right up the middle, great pass by Sinceri, getting it over the linebackers. A nice concentration by Graham to pull that in.
And here they are right back again. They don't give you much time to think. Ray Graham inside the 5, down to the 2. He's got some moves, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is electric when he has the ball in open field.
17 yards on that play.
See how quickly the momentum changes. He misses 2 Maine players, miss a tackle, then another 2 miss a tackle, and then again by the shoestrings.
12th play of the drive, diving for the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, the Panthers have the answer.
You cannot catch your breath with this offense. Maine had them up against the ropes, and they came back and not only got the first down, but ended up going down and scoring. And once again, Ray Graham.
Panthers, who missed one earlier, will go for 2. And Sinceri dives into the end zone. He will pick up the 2-point conversion.
Now that's their swinging gate formation. The key is they're going to try and catch somebody off guard. They can't direct snap it to the tailback or just give it to Sinceri. If they get the right read, it's an option read. If they come up and grab Sinceri, he's going to pitch it out to Brown. They leave him wide open. He walks right in for a touchdown. I'm sorry, 2 points.
Yeah, the key play on that drive, though, was the 25-yard 4th down pass play to Hubie Brown. The Panthers go up 20-7 with 1:45 to go. And as far as this Pitt team and these fans are concerned, that's a huge drive right there.
That's a huge drive because you can kind of tell. And look at Ray Graham, 17 attempts, 92 yards. He's just getting started right now, John. He is just kind of getting into a field. Go back to the touchdown and watch how he just slips his way through there, sidesteps, dives. This kid has so much ability. You know what we haven't seen yet? He hasn't caught in a pass out of the backfield yet, and he might be the best receiver on the team.
You know, and he only caught 2 last week. But he's on target for the 30 touches that they talked about him getting.
He's going to be that workhorse. We talked about this is a run first, play action pass, spread offense. It's a true no huddle offense. There's a lot of different offenses out there. Oregon runs it. Arizona State saw that last night. They ran it a lot. And they have a 6'8" quarterback, Brock Osweiler. They're not going to let him run. That's a pass-first offense. They do their running by flexing it out on the swing passes. And here they're going to direct snap it with Graham.
Boone and Walker deep for the Black Bears. This is Boone at the 5. Spins his way across the 20 to the 22-yard line before he's wrestled down by the Panthers special teams. There's Manny Williams.
They have 1:33 seconds left in the game. Pitt has 1 timeout. Maine has both their timeouts remaining. They got a long way to go. But I would think if I'm Jack Cosgrove, thinking about his game plan is just don't give him the ball back before you go in for halftime.
You don't want to turn it over here.
Don't turn it over. Don't give him a chance to get more points at halftime. Live to fight another day.
1st and 10 at the 22. Remember, they will be receiving the kick to start the second half. Quick pass in the flat. That's Session. Finally dragged down from behind, but he's got good yardage outside the 40 to the 42-yard line. Pretty nicely designed play, huh?
Great play. That little quick missile screen out to the far side. The linemen get out. He picks up a couple nice blocks. Decent running in open field. Get some extra yards after contact.
And he picked up 20 on the play. Ball at the 42-yard line. Smith again, a short pass, and the catch and stepping out of bounds at midfield is Buttles.
Now, if I'm Pitt, I'm going to put some pressure on Smith. Make him sweat a little bit. Right now, they're playing off coverage. They got their safeties way back. Brandon Lindsley just came out of the field, off the field. He's their best pass rusher.
1:16 to play in the half. Inside pass and another first down.
I'm not sure I like the whole off coverage that they're doing because Smith is now doing a good job of getting that ball out to his receivers.
Well, Johnson made the catch. Williams made the tackle. It's first down at the 41 of Pittsburgh. Smith again, another short pass. Does he have it?
If he does, it's a nice catch, but it's gonna.
Buttles made the reception of the effort, but I think they've called it incomplete.
How quickly Maine has driven down the field.
(20-7). Coach Cosgrove's team is down as we head toward halftime. A minute away. It'll be 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. You've got Buttles and Johnson both split to the left side. 2 other receivers split near side. The pass is dropped, incomplete, intended for Buttles.
This is where you got to be careful, because now you have 3rd down. You still got 55 seconds left on the clock. You got to assume if you don't get it, you got to punt it away. I don't assume this is field goal range.
Well, Quentin Smith has checked into that linebacker core for Pittsburgh. 3rd down and 10.
Great job directing traffic by Smith, making sure Brown's on the right side.
Pressure comes right up the middle that time, but Smith gets away and throws low on the far side.
Aaron McDonald just destroyed the offensive lineman on this last play. First he took the offensive lineman, then he took on the back.
Yeah, he really applied the pressure. The pass was incomplete. 4th and 10. Panthers will get one final shot here in the first half. Waxman will punt.
Don't even give him a chance to run this back. Kick it out of bounds.
High booming kick. The Panthers will let it roll into the end zone. So Pitt will have it at the 20 with 40 seconds still remaining in the opening half.
That's a lot of time, John. They can go down there and score quickly. If we're talking about snapping the ball 15, 18 seconds. Now, if you're a spread offense, do you have a 2-minute offense, or do you keep your spread offense out there? What do you do? Because most 2-minute offenses that you put out there aren't this fast.
Well, they got 40 seconds. They could run about 3 plays. As quick as they go. 4 receivers in this formation. Pass is deflected and incomplete. Alston got a hand on it.
That could have been a big play if they would have been able to recognize where the ball was.
It could have been a huge play.
He just sees it late.
Yeah, there were, what, like 4 white shirts around that ball. 2nd and 10. Graham. First down at the 35-yard line. A nice run, a pickup of 15, and a first down for the Panthers.
It is not in Todd Graham's nature to slow down no matter where he is in the game or how much time is left. He's staying with his offense.
Sinceri guns it down the middle, and again it's Hubie Graham who makes the catch. That'll be another first down. Keep your eye on that clock now. See if he spikes it, gives himself one last chance.
Hubie Graham, again, right up the middle. This guy does everything. He blocks with his hand on the ground. He flexes out. He catches seam routes.
And the timeout is called by Maine. The Black Bears will stop the clock with 7 seconds left in the first half, and I believe
they want some more on the clock. Well, I think they're saying they get some more.
I think Tino was going to spike that ball, wasn't he?
I don't think the word spike is in Todd Graham's vocabulary. There's no spike. It's like there's no crying in baseball, John. There's no spiking with Todd Graham's offense. I mean, look, he had 55 seconds left. He didn't go into a 2-minute drill. He went into his base offense. A couple handoffs to Graham. Hubie Graham, big catch up the middle.
Well, they talked a lot in preparing for this game about Hubie Graham and the value he gives this team, and we're seeing it in the first half.
Yeah, comes in as an H-back, as a tight end. He goes in the backfield as a lead blocker. He can put his hand on the ground, short yardage goal line.
So they got the 3 seconds back, and now I have the 10 seconds in the half.
And they still have 1 timeout left.
They get a player rushing for over 100 yards. The Panthers do pretty well. Of course, last week was Graham, who had 200 yards, and he's over 100 this afternoon. And we still have 30 minutes of football to go. Empty backfield.
The game clock for 10 seconds. The clock will start on the snap.
All of a sudden, the game clock got down to 3 seconds, and I'm not sure how that happened, because they had reset it to 10 seconds. So what you see on the screen is correct. Last play of the half. Airing it out down the middle, and incomplete. Costin was there, but could not come up with the interception. The pass was intended for Ray Graham, and that's really the first time, Christian, we've seen him throw to it.
Yeah, we've seen him go downfield. I mean, it's 10 seconds left on that's kind of like a punt. If you catch it, great. If you don't, well, the half's over and you go inside. So I'm thinking a little bit of the same here.
Still 3 seconds on the clock, and this should be the final play of the half.
You got Mike Shanahan at the top. He's the biggest receiver. He's looking that way.
Sinceri dumps it off. And the catch is made, a short run by Zach Brown. And that'll do it. First half is in the books. The Panthers leading 20-7. And last week at the end of the first half, they led 7-3. And of course, there was a big lead for Maine in their opening victory over Bryant. They were up 21-0. They did get on the board, did get back in the game, but Todd Graham's team had the answer before halftime with that good drive that got them down there and gave them the touchdown they needed.
Yeah, and he's not allowing his team to go in the locker room until he gives them a good talking to. That's just not good enough for Todd Graham.
I don't think they're going to stay there the whole halftime, are they?
I don't think they have oranges out here. You got to go inside to get your oranges.
Yeah, the Black Bears were fired up. Of course, remembering the military on this special weekend. It's college football here on ESPN3, and the Panthers will take the intermission with a 20-7 lead. Again, riding on the strength of Ray Graham, the Panthers lead it. Walker is deep, along with Boone, to receive the kickoff from Kevin Harper. Third quarter is underway. A couple yards deep in the end zone. Here comes Boone. And wrestled down as he gets to the 15-yard line. Good job that time by Thomas. Tom Thomas tracked him down on the special teams.
I almost thought he was going to take a knee.
I did too.
Yeah, it wasn't the best idea, the best decision to take that out.
And 9 of 18 for Warren Smith. Carried the ball a couple of times as well. Not running as much as he did last week in their victory over Bryant.
The key for Smith is just making sure everybody gets lined up right. Good communication, ball security, no interceptions.
First down 10 at the 15-yard line. Inside handoff to Brown. Leans across the 20-yard line.
Nice
Alexi and Karajin teaming up to make the tackle.
That was a nice play right there. Nice design play. They've been running this sprint to the right with Smith, and now they come back and give it to Brown on a misdirection. You're going to have to get deep into their playbook now. Start everything that they did in the first half. You always have a complement play that goes with it that is like your home run play.
2nd and 3. Third quarter is just underway at Heinz Field. Perillo shifts into the backfield. Smith, nothing there at all. Max Gruder made the tackle on him. Gruder, one of the veterans of that linebacker core, a fifth-year senior.
Talk about getting downhill in a hurry. Max Gruber, preseason all-conference, gets down fast. They were talking about wanting their linebackers to get downhill and make plays. Textbook right there by number 55.
Dropped him for a 1-yard loss. Third down and 4. And positive yards on first down, and then they lose a yard. Smith, short pass is dropped and incomplete. Intended for Buttles, he could not hang on, and one of the other linebackers, Shane Gordon, was with him.
Shane Gordon, the sophomore, one of those guys that are looking to get a lot of production out of. You're going to see a lot of different linebackers in there. Todd Thomas, Juan Price, they're thinking about putting him back in the middle to get more speed on their defense.
Deep back is Jones. Waxman to punt. So it's 3 and out on the first possession of the second half for the Black Bears. And flags all over the play. This one is going to be blown dead. Legal procedure is going to be the call against Maine.
False start. Offense.
So a false start.
Number 28. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You'll recall the start of the game, they had some of those mistake 5-yard penalties. And of course, the one that really hurt them in that opening drive for Pittsburgh was running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker, tapping into the kicker. Let's not act like the kicker got knocked down. And those kickers are known to be good actors, but they ran into him nonetheless and put him in a tough situation. And now, Pitt's going to have great field position again, starting the second and third quarter.
Almost got to him from the outside. They will let it bounce, and it dribbles all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a nice bounce on that kick.
Yeah, they needed that too. Almost got blocked. One of the guys came through on the back end. But that's what they needed to do, change the field position. If they couldn't get a first down, at least make Pitt earn it. Now let's go a long way.
Let's talk about Tino Sinceri and the kind of half that he had. He missed some receivers in the first half last week. He was pretty much in control. A 55-yard punt thanks to the roll. And what about Sinceri?
Sinceri, you know, for the first half, I'd give him a C+. He's been hitting his passes, but he's also been missing on a couple. But he's been making big plays when it counts. And Hubie Graham has just been a force out there catching those seam routes.
And the Panthers going in a hurry, able to complete a pass to kick off their first possession of the second half and move it out to the 40. First down and 10. Graham's going to be wrestled down. Charles got to him almost immediately. There was not much there.
Rayborn, Charles, Kevin Fanner, Ryan Nanny. Those are the 3 guys that are going to have to stop the middle and make them be able to go side to side. East and west.
Ball at the 41. It's a 3rd down 9. Sinceri steps away from some pressure, throws on the run, and throws it away. Gibbons was right there with him on Sinceri.
Just almost got a sack. When you rush the quarterback, one thing they tell you is not to leave your feet. Don't go for the fake. Sinceri fakes the pass like he's going to throw it. They leave their feet, and then they lose the opportunity for a sack.
And Brown comes on for Graham in the Pitt backfield. 4 receivers in this formation. Sinceri guns it for a first down. All the way down to the 40-yard line is Shanahan. Well, some of his passes, as he's thrown over the middle, that one is good for 20 yards. But I tell you what, he put some zip on that football, doesn't he?
Put a lot of zip on that. When he has time to set his feet and really dig in there and throw the ball, he's accurate.
5 yards on the run that time by Brown. Charles makes the tackle. Got him by the ankles. It'll be a 2nd down 5. Panthers on the march on their first possession. Graham is back in there, so it's a 2-back offense. And the quick out intended for Sadler is incomplete.
Every now and then he just lets one get away from him, like that pass right there to Sadler. Easy pitch and catch, easy throw.
It'll be 3rd down and 5. Brown checks out of the lineup. So it's Ray Graham as the lone back. And Carswell is now checked in as the H-back for the Panthers. There's some pressure. He gets the pass away, and it's complete for a 1st down. Caught by Street.
That's a pro-style throw right there. He has pressure coming to his front side. He stays in the pocket. You know he sees it. Throws it, takes the hit. That was a good throw. That was a great route also. It's the kind of stuff you need from him.
Street gets it down to the 23 for a 1st and 10. They pick up 11 on that play. Sunseri throws to the end zone. Intercepted. Now making the interception that time is number 5 on that defensive unit for the Black Bears. So that stops the drive. The Panthers had a good one going, but Kendall James picks it off.
Kendall James, he kind of holds on to the ball a little bit, undercuts it, makes a great catch.
Has thrown his first interception of the season. And so the Black Bears back in business at their own 20-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Smith with a quick toss. Session makes the catch, and he'll get nothing.
If you're Pittsburgh, you're trying to figure out how you get some distance from this Maine team that's just scrappy. I mean, they're just not giving up. They're putting themselves in good positions. They're keep working, but Pittsburgh cannot score any more points.
They had a good drive underway that was diffused by the interception in the end zone. So Smith resets his line, resets his back. Gets away from pressure. The question is, did he catch it? I don't think so. It was intended. Smith was pressured that time by Hargrove, and making the attempt was Derek Johnson, but he trapped it.
But that was an unbelievable job by Smith of avoiding that pressure, at least giving himself an opportunity to make this throw. You got to catch that ball. You got to come back to it. That's game-changing catches.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. They're going to review it.
They're going to review it, but it hit the ground.
And this is the first review that we've had this afternoon.
I almost feel like Smith had eyes in the back of his head.
And our replay official is Michael Semcheski. And we've been hearing Jeff McConaughey.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's from the other angle. It looked like it hit the ground and popped up. Let's watch it here. But it hits his hands, hits his chest, and I want to say that's a completion.
They ruled incomplete. That was the call on the field.
They need to have conclusive evidence.
That might be it right there.
I think this is a catch. At first, I thought it hit the ground, and he acted his way to make it look like a catch, but it hits his hands.
Yeah, but the question is, then did it hit the ground after he hit his hands?
I don't know. Let's watch it one more time. Hits his. I don't know. This is going to be really close. Hits his hands, bounces up at his chest.
And does it touch the ground there?
The tip might. But he has control of it. So if you're in the booth right now, John, what are you calling? You put me on the spot earlier. What are you calling?
I'm glad I'm not up there with the replay.
I would flip a coin.
I don't know that it's conclusive. That would be my only question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you. It has to be clean and clear. And
Jeff McConaughey will give us the official ruling when he gets it from upstairs.
Now he does complete this. Unbelievable play by Smith. Watch Smith feels the pressure, slides to his left, throws, crosses body.
Yeah, the more we look at it, I think it's probably a catch, don't you? I mean, I don't know.
I'm leaning towards catch, move the chains. You know, coaches talked about how smart Warren Smith was and how great he did at making decisions and check downs and commanding that offense, putting everybody in the right spot. We've seen it all day. All right, take a pick. Here we
After
go.
review, the receiver was able to get his hands underneath the ball while going to the ground. He's going to the play. It's a first down. The ball will be placed at the 44-yard line. The clock will be on the ready.
Well,
it turns out to be a big gainer. It's all the
went
way
up.
out to the 44.
Chuck went up for the little guy right there.
Good play by Smith.
Excellent play by Smith. Nice job by Johnson. And that ball, too.
It's a huge reversal as far as the Black Bears are concerned.
You know, they will not give up. They're not letting go of this.
It's 20-7. The Panthers have the lead. There's the quick pass, and that is dangerous. Williams was over there, number 2 for Pittsburgh.
K'Wan Williams, he's seen that play at least 3 times now, and he's like, not going to do it. I'm surprised he didn't catch that and take it back to the house because he got a great jump on that play.
Yeah, but it looked like he was tackling the guy rather than going for the football.
Go for the football, and you might get your picture in the paper.
2nd and 10. 4 wide receivers in this formation. 1 left, 3 right. Panthers show blitz, and Smith keeps it. Flag goes down, probably a hold.
Yep.
Gruder makes the tackle. The gain was close to midfield.
Offense.
But it will come
Number
back.
56. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
That was the center, Garrett Williamson, who was called for the penalty.
They've been running this little quarterback draw and having a lot of success with it. You see Gruber just kind of waiting, and he's like, no, not again. But a little hold negates the play.
You could see the hold. He had his hands on Aaron Donald that time.
Big challenge for this Maine offensive line going against this bigger defensive front, which is rotating a lot of guys. These guys are getting breaks. They have 8 guys that go into this rotation.
Smith completes the pass. Session. We wrestled down at the 43-yard line.
They ran this play right into a backside blitz that Pitt threw at it, which is the perfect time. If you're going to run a screen, you run it into a blitz.
You know, that time it was Tristan Roberts, another of that group of linebackers who got in there to make the tackle.
Yeah, they worked that play off of the missile screen that they've been running so much. Fake the missile screen, screen to the right.
2 of 9 on 3rd down for the Black Bears.
Tough distance for this Maine team.
3rd and 11. Session motions left. And the pass is behind the intended receiver that time, Derek Johnson. Williams was there on the coverage.
Pitt is doing a good job. They're able to rush 4 to 5 guys and drop everybody else into coverage and get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. They don't really need to blitz. Their guys, their front 4, are big enough and strong enough to disrupt the passing game without all the blitzes going on. So Pitt can sit back and play coverage, wait for the pressure to get to the quarterback, and break on the ball.
8:43 to play here in the 3rd. Panthers have led throughout. I'm John Sanders along with Christian Fourier. Happy to have you with us here on ESPN3 College Football, and he's going to run it. Waxman, a left-hander. It's going to be caught, but right at the original line of scrimmage. It's incomplete, as a matter of fact. They went for it on 4th down. Do not get there. More good field position for Pittsburgh when we come back on the First time Panthers get the ball back on the turnover after the miss on 4th, and this is the 3rd time the Panthers have started a drive in Maine territory. They've got it at the 43-yard line. Graham, a couple blockers ahead, cuts it back, spins, and gets inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
I can't remember during this game so far if the first guy that's laid hands on Graham has actually taken him to the ground.
Well, you talked about it earlier that they need to wrap him up, and that's been tough to do.
Yeah,
there's a hit right there. He spins away and gets an extra couple of yards.
Just hold on to him. Don't even worry about tackling him. Don't try and get a big hit on him. Just hold on to him.
Got away from McMillan, who has been a sure tackler, but from behind that time. It's Cole with a sack of Sinceri.
That was a great call by defensive coordinator Joe Rossi. They slant. Defense at number 99 comes in, makes a huge play. Michael Cole, second-year starter. Coaches love him. Think he has a lot of upside. Started as a freshman, now as a sophomore.
Pittsburgh native, Coach Rossi running the defense, and again, Sinceri's in trouble.
This Pitt was not even ready for this play. The only one who was ready was the offensive center. Everybody else stood around.
Well, it was the ends, the defensive ends, Alston and Cole, who got the sack. So back-to-back sacks for Cole.
Nobody moves. Nobody blocks.
That's a lookout block there.
Yeah, this is like one of those things where you have this new offense, this new scheme, and nobody's quite 100% what to do on everything.
You know, they had the great field position, and they're going to give it back. Yaklik drops the ball and still gets the kick away. It's not much of a kick.
This is
that was a disastrous possession for Pittsburgh.
This is what you call bad ball right here. When I used to mess up when I played for the Patriots, offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss would just say bad ball. That's bad football right there. 2 plays in a row. Offensively, you're not ready. Special teams wise, you're not ready.
Well, they wound up with a -3 on the punt.
You're trying to shake a team that won't give up. A lower level team up against it. New offense, new defense, tons of rotation, bunch of different players.
Yeah, let's correct that. It was a +4 on the kick, not a -3. But in any case, it's good field position for the Black Bears. They've got it at the Pittsburgh 47-yard line. Play action from Smith down the middle, wide open. That's Battles who made the catch, fights his way inside the 10 and dives inside the 5.
The first time Maine has been under center. Warren Smith has been taking snaps all day from the shotgun. The first time he goes under center, it's play action pass. It's the tight end right up the seam, right behind the linebackers, wide open, safeties nowhere in sight, makes one miss. Unbelievable play, great call by Maine.
Williams made the tackle, but it's 1st and goal for the Black Bears, and a touchdown here. Christian gets them right back in the game.
And right back in it, but this is where these spread offenses like Maine and Pitt struggle. Short yardage goal line situations.
That's a touchdown.
Pass.
Session in the end zone. Second touchdown pass of the afternoon for Smith. And here come the Black Bears.
Your defensive keys tell you certain things. Short yardage and goal line. Stop the run first. Defense, cornerbacks, they overcommit to the run. And they're able to hit Session right under. He acts like he's blocking, slips right through him. You know how many touchdowns I've caught doing that, John?
Several, right?
A lot. Works every time.
.6:13 to go third quarter, and Maine is back in the hunt. They're going to go for 2. And they're going to get it.
I got to give it to Maine. They are not giving up. They're throwing everything at them, the kitchen sink. And let's take a look at the touchdown again.
Well, it was a 2-point run by Treaster, who came at a quarterback. He is normally the holder. He got it in the end zone for 2. And that's a nice play and a well-designed drive.
After?
Yeah,
the young guy, Quan Williams.
Yeah.
Overcommits, got caught peeking inside.
Touchdown and then a 2-point conversion. Treaster is the guy who normally holds for the kicking team, and he's the backup quarterback. He's going to get up and go.
You know, that's a read option. You ever have one choice: take it yourself or pitch it. And the touchdown, great call by Maine with the pop pass. Fake the run, get everybody to commit, put it right over their heads. And who'd they go after? The young guy, Quan Williams.
Well, Session got the touchdown. He was a guy who a couple years ago had a record-setting game as the quarterback for Maine. They're playing behind Smith, and Smith's been terrific this afternoon.
Smith has been that guy that Cosgrove talked about, his best players being his best players.
Harvey with a kickoff, and that one's going to bounce out of bounds. That'll give Pitt good field position. Last time it happened was 2004 at Mississippi State. They played in Starkville, and the Black Bears held them on, kept fighting, got the win.
Just keep holding on, just keep hanging around, and then you start believing that you actually
kick out of bounds. Kicking team, the ball be placed on the 40-yard line, first down.
It gives you confidence, it gives you energy, it gives you purpose. And then on the flip side, Pittsburgh, you're getting frustrated, you're getting angry.
3 wide receivers left, the wide side of the field. And Graham nowhere to go. He is wrapped up quickly by Fander.
And then you start playing tight. If you're not playing loose, you're at a disadvantage. Now you're thinking too much.
20-15. Who would have thought? There's just less than 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Graham out of the backfield, makes a move, gets to midfield, and then he's run out of bounds. So Graham, a terrific effort. Charles finally caught up with him and ran him out of bounds. But again, those stop-and-go moves of Ray Graham are pretty tough.
It's not even fair. I mean, this is a guy that can stop on a dime, change direction, accelerate. Watch what he does to Troy Russell, the rover linebacker. He is tough to tackle in space.
The Panthers pick up the big first down. They get into Maine territory, and on a first down play, they'll pick up maybe 2.
When Pitt's been in a jam, they've leaned on 2 people, QB Graham and Ray Graham. Each guy's made huge plays to change field position or to change momentum.
Graham is lined up as a tight end in this formation. Sunseri dumps it over the middle. The catch is made by Street. Street's close to a first down. Footman made the tackle. The Panthers will have a first down, but we have a Maine player down on the field. I think that's the guy that made the tackle is down. Ryan Taylor is the head trainer for Coach Cosgrove and the Black Bears of Maine. Let's take another look at this play.
Nice little return route. Looks like he gets kicked right in the helmet.
Yeah, by his own teammate.
By his own teammate. Yep.
Boom. Maybe caught him with the knee, you think?
Yeah, it's one of those plays where football is crazy. You know, it's a full force collision every time, and a lot of the time you see these defensive players on pursuit, their own players ends up knocking them out.
It's amazing that you played that long. You know, if you think about it.
I don't remember how long I played. That's so many hits I took to the head.
First down 10 for the Panthers. On the move at the 36. Graham reverses his field. Slides through for a couple of yards as he gets down to about 32. Trey Russell made the tackle. They're definitely in rhythm right now as far as this hurry up and go offense is concerned. About 18 off the game clock that time, or the play clock. Sunseri throws it short to Graham. Makes a move, gets inside the 25, and that's good for a first down.
And that's all he needs to do. Got another guy down, but all they need to do is, Maine is playing real deep coverage. They don't want anything to get behind them, so they're okay with letting them throw those little dink and dunk passes. The problem is The one that they're throwing it to is number 1, Ray Graham.
That's Capella, who is down, and once again the training staff will come onto the field for the Black Bears.